Greetings, I Charisma back again. It cut me off from my last video because my battery died on me. If I do it, what happened? But I was talking about my experience with my womb, so I'm gonna keep this within under 3 minutes. My womb space was communicating with me, and I was highlighting the importance of the vocal combines with your womb space, and how they're literally synced, so as above, so below, and how they both interact with each other, and like literally what goes on within your womb. Usually it has, and that's why I called one of the workshops I had Holy Trinity. It's your womb, your heart, and your throat. Basically they sync up. So like what is not satisfied within your inner child, within your heart space, would be expressed. Your womb will communicate it with you, especially if you experience any sort of sexual trauma. It's very loud because she wants her own power. She wants to be embodied with love. Aphrodite. So when that is not embodied, when it is trespassed, when it is violated, when it is someone tries to grab their grubby hands and try to strip it away from you, you have to go through a process of reclamation. And she is communicating with that, all the pains, all the cysts, the fibroids, endometriosis, any sort of negative energy builds up that manifests as a physical ailment in your womb space. It's not like your womb is against you, like nothing is against you at all. She's communicating with you, giving you information, downloads on what has happened to her. She's expressing her pain, and she wants you to really go into a meditation, that womb meditation, really go in there, massage her, give her yoni steams, love, cupping therapy, because all of your body is connected, right? So when you do certain remedies, certain cupping, sometimes you just need a massage and your womb communicates with you. Sometimes you need to yell, scream, break things. This was my experience that I had yesterday. It might go over 3 minutes, I don't know. This is my experience that I was having the other day. My womb, I was very dissatisfied. I wanted a certain thing. I was trying to make a cell. Sometimes I was trying to get something, right? And I felt like I made the wrong approach. So I don't know if I was taking subconsciously I didn't think I was taking shots at myself, but maybe I was. I'm like, dang, I could approach that so much differently. But that other person said no. But it wasn't like a definite no. They kind of hesitated. Then they were like, I don't think so. And then they kind of lingered before they walked away. And so we telepathically communicate with each other. This is how we repel things, and this is how we attract things. We're all moving magnets, and we all telepathically communicate as humans, right? Some levels deeper and stronger than others. And so I didn't express exactly what I had wanted. I was trying to like make a sell, but in my mind I know like these are my bracelets. I'm not trying to sell these. These are the ones that on my wrists. These don't come off. And the ones that I was selling, those at my cowrie shells, those are significant to me. But I didn't want to outright just ask. I'm like, sometimes when you just outright ask for exactly what you want, the way you want it, the universe will provide, a way will pop up. And that person that you were eyeing and you feel that pull to, don't ignore that pull. Always follow that goddess pull. And I was just pissed and basically trying to shorten it. Take up all the space you need. Sometimes rushing and shortening it pisses her off. And then there was just so much divine, it was definitely Kali Ma coming through, and there's just so much divine rage that I was experiencing. And I just am being, I guess, guided into how to tame it and how to just really take it, absorb it, really transmute it into something else and not let it consume me, because I was pissed. I ate the soup, but I was pissed while I was eating. I'm like, this is not as good as it usually is. And it clicked in my mind. It's the energy surrounding it. I asked for something, I didn't receive it. And so I used what I had to get. It's my favorite soup. I don't see what the issue was. I got my favorite soup, but I was kind of like pissed. I'm like, I did not ask the first time she approached me. It was like, yeah, the food's here. The lady approached me. I went over it. It's okay. 3 minutes is super short. She approached me and she was like, the food here is good, isn't it? And she has like the vibe that I usually attract. And she seemed very kind. Her husband came up, made some jokes. We laughed. We connected a little bit for like maybe 5 minutes straight. And then I had so many times to insert it. She was asking me about the food here. And I was like, yeah, Tom Kaz, that's my favorite soup. And I had my own. She walks up to me. This all happens after she walks up to me as I'm looking, knowing that I want the duck. I wanted look, sometimes I might be off meat, but I love meat, whatever. Okay, I don't know. I have a lot of vegan friends, but it's judgment free. I wanted the duck. Duck is so good. Way better than chicken chow. And I wanted the duck ramen. It was like a duck soup, and I was just like, that's what I want. That was 26. No, it was 26 for just like the regular duck. It comes with like vegetables and stuff, of course. But I'm like, I want like more of like the bigger type soup. And I'm like, I don't have it. Then that's when the lady literally walked up to me. In my reality, I was looking at the menu for like maybe 3 minutes straight. She walks up to me, we start conversing, and her husband walks up. We start all conversing for like 5 minutes. I literally thinking about approaching them and not approaching them for like 3 minutes straight, versus them looking at the menu. They walked in, I walked in behind them so I can put in my order. Literally watch them order their food in front of me. That looks so great.
you sitting here?
Oh yeah, I was like sitting right here because I'm charging my phone. I mean, you can sit wherever. I was just making videos, so I don't know if I'll be talking. I don't know.
Okay, I ain't want to get in your way.
Oh, okay, I appreciate that. But yeah, so like I was literally, and it was just one thing after the other where I could have inserted it, and she was like in front of me, and literally I saw them pull out the water money and everything. I was like, they have it. I could have just asked for like the extra $5 that I would have needed, and then like he hands her 20. She's like, and she puts the 20 like right up in my face and say, look, I got money for beer. And it just seems like a giant joke, and I'm like, this can't even be real. This is real life. And I'm just like, this like 7 minutes, almost 10 minutes has passed at this point, and I have not inserted it. I wait until they're like literally walking away from their order, and I say, hey, and I go after them. And then I try to sell something that I'd never actually had the intention of selling. And so I feel like I felt it. That energy was reflected back onto me. And it wasn't like a, no, I don't want, it wasn't like a rejection. It wasn't a rejection energy. That's what pissed me off. It wasn't a rejection energy. She was just like, not today. And her husband just looked away from me, but he didn't fully turn away from me. And then they lingered for like a few seconds. Then a rejection would have lingered, and then they walked away. And I was like, bruh. And it pissed me off. And I got my soup, and I was pissed throughout the whole thing. She looks freaking amazing. Wow. Anyways, and like, and so I used what I had to get the small soup that I usually get, and it's my favorite soup. I don't have any. That's the soup I was like telling her about. And then I sat and I ate it, but it doesn't taste like it usually did. The vibration, the energy surrounding it was just like, dang. I did not step up and claim what was presented towards me in the moment of desiring it. And that was when I was paying it forward. I was paying it forward the whole day. So like, for me to not have asked when I was in need, because I don't want to over ask. I'm careful about my karmic balances. OMG, I'm this way. Sometimes we just ask. It's about us collective. We're collective consciousness. We all need each other as humans. And I always like to reference Polynesia. They see each other as one force. So that's how the islands are. I hear lots of stories from people who grew up in the islands, lived there. They're like my neighbor has me. Everybody knows everybody's mom. Like, we feed each other. Like, you need something, don't hesitate to ask. I got you. Like, literally the island provides fruits falling from the trees. It's an abundance. So it's just like reclaiming that abundance from within, and then letting the structure literally guide you, show you, and provide, and guide you back to that reclamation of the godhood, and like reclaiming the earth. Really, it's reclaiming the earth, reclaiming the water, our connection to it, our connection to ourselves, to our brothers and our sisters and our mothers and our fathers, and yielding that force within us. And that's why the sexual trauma, any of that, even circumcision, I feel like circumcision, wouldn't that be considered sexual trauma? Because those are your sexual organs, and it affects the psychology of the man all the way to when they're attracting their mates, when they think they have to overperform in bed. I feel like that all trickles back to circumcision and the connection that they had with their feminine, who they come out of their mom. Their mom's supposed to be their protector instantly upon them coming into the world. And it's just kind of like, dang, you didn't protect me. And I feel like that's just a completely subconscious thing of the interaction between the yin, the yang, the masculine and feminine, and especially how the mother is to her son, the mother is to her seedlings, how she's supposed to protect and provide, even from the father to his daughter, and the mother to the son, because that's the feminine, yin, yang, that creates all of life. It plays out in different ways, so where we're attracting that when we're ready to attract our mate, and that's, then you reproduce, you create. And then the cycle, it continues. It's just this ever-flowing flowering of life. And that's why I was so pissed. And my womb was like, and I went to the bathroom. And when I go to the bathroom, you can like feel, I'm so connected to my womb. She'll pulse, and I'll feel if it's a satisfying pulse or if she's dissatisfied. It will be like a painful thing. And so like, I'm used to getting cysts. This was like, I would say relatively a new experience for me, because usually it would just turn into cysts. I'm so used to like when I was back at home, staying with my parents and just being there, being in the presence of where there was a lot of trauma and pain inflicted, where the child was dissatisfied. That's why children throw tantrums. Like sometimes when they don't want to leave, they're not, fall confirmation, that chair literally just fell over. The wind just literally blew over that chair. But all the other chairs are not blown over. That chair just fell. I just feel like that was spirit. Like it just literally randomly fell over as I said that. Anyways, stuff like that happens. And yeah, like I just getting the information and like beamed at me through my womb space that like, yeah, your heart, we deserve that. It's like we're not undeserving to simply ask. When someone inserts, I have been guided to just not walk up to random people, because not everybody's that's so powerful too. Not everybody, and I'm pretty sure this is mentioned somewhere in the Bible. I feel like this is biblical. Not everybody plays a part in your life. Not every person you come across is meant to place their hands. What is it? It's come to me. Not everybody's hand is meant to sow into your basket. You're not meant to reap an abundance, a flow, a current from everybody's sea. You're not supposed to get eggs from everybody's batch. Not everybody yields good energy. Like, there's so many people who blocked me. Like the guy today, I asked for an extra $1. Today it's Jupiter Day. Today's not a day of asking. I think I'm just really just receiving and creating and igniting. And I'll live later today. If you see this video today, I go live. And if you see this video after today in the future, then the live is posted on my page. It's easy to find. It's a collaboration with someone else I'm going to be featured on at 7 o'clock p.m. today. But if you see this in the future, you'll go and see the lives that I'm featured as a guest on someone else's podcast. She does Tantra. You'll see her. I'm not going to say her name. You'll see her. But actually, I will say her name. Oh my goodness. And I know Sanskrit. I read Sanskrit often. Like, come on now. I don't want to missay it. I've been studying it, really trying to get into my brain. It's Pradhana Prem podcast. I'm going to be featured on there as a guest, and she's a beautiful woman. I've been following this. That's why I feel like this came full circle. It's beautiful because I've been following her for years, and beautiful lady. These are like the people that I follow that kind of guided me into like, this is like, I guess before I really delved into Tantra myself and to like the modalities of Tantra. And there was actually a couple of other women that I followed too, Black women who are tantric yogis. Oh, Tantric Yogi on YouTube. She's another one that I follow. She goes into very taboo topics. I haven't watched her videos in a while. Who knows? Maybe we might link. I don't know. She goes into very taboo things that, ironically, so at this point in my life, I'm coming back into. Women, things with women is interesting. I'm not, and this is like, and people, it's just funny. I don't even like labeling myself. Like, people that say they have sexualities and there's all these different labels. I don't even like the labels. It's like I am that I am. And you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I found this feather on the ground today. But we're going to swim it back in. I'm not going to sidebar too much. But basically, my womb was just like communicating. The rage was just so strong. And I feel like this 100% ties deeper into the pain that has been inflicted upon the feminine, upon the woman, especially indigenous Black woman. And just how we've gone through so much suffering and pain. I mean, people of color, BIPOC women, but specifically my women. I just like to speak from America because, I mean, it's worldwide, but I don't know any other land. I haven't traveled outside of the country yet. I'm excited to, but I was born and raised in America, and so Florida bound my whole life. So I just like to speak from the stance from what I'm embodying and what I'm dwelling and growing up in. And the pain that we have inflicted is so great. So I feel like what I experienced, that small experience, is just like showing me the ripple effect of what our pain could cause. Like the ripple effect, not only our pain, but our pleasure as well. And our joy, and really igniting that flame. It can be a purple flame or a yellow flame. And it's just either way it goes. Not to even demonize any color, but I'm trying to give the best analogy. It can be a positive energy or negative energy. That flame is going to grow, and it's just going to amplify itself and roll into this bigger thing. And I feel like the traumatization, the demonization, over sexualization of the Black woman, also the Black man, but I kind of want to focus on the woman right now because I am one. It's just like, man, my womb was so dissatisfied because I didn't get what I wanted and what I knew that I deserved, but I was hesitating, trying to play nice, trying to be proper. But like, how is it improper to just simply ask? You don't always have to give something in exchange, especially when you're already a slight overgiver. I have to watch myself because sometimes I can overgive. And that runs in my family. So that goes to my grandmother and then my mother. But then I look at other Black women, and it's something that Black women inherently do because we're such divine nurturers. Sometimes when it's flipped and we don't love ourselves as much, or we aren't loved by even the outside world, and so we feel like that's a reflection of us, and then we get teetered into not loving ourselves. We have to put it into all those contracts, and the beauty of contrast. And sometimes I'm trying not to even channel right now. I'm trying to focus on sometimes things will be input, and I'm like, yes, that's exactly it. It's all about the communication. beyond this realm, we have ancestor. There's so many realms and dimensions, and you have these celestial beings, these ancestral angels, warriors, like that are literally moving on your behalf. They come and fight on your behalf when it's too much for you to handle. A lot of the challenges you can truly handle them, but they're always backing you and supporting you. But if you can't handle it, it's too much weight to bear, they're always there with their swords, like for real. With the fire, and you see like Aquarius pouring the water, whatever is needed, whether tools are needed. It's not always the sword. Like sometimes it's that giant thing of cleansing water. Sometimes it's that bundle of flames, like the flamethrower. Sometimes it's whatever tools that is needed for you to prosper and thrive, and to protection. It's always there. You're always divinely guided. And it's just like, it's us who ridicule ourselves, and knowing that we are these, or rather unknowing, sometimes we're remembering. Some people don't even know, they're unaware that they're literally creating their reality and magnetizing things. We dupe ourselves into these lower states of consciousness, and by law it's just manifesting, but they're just like waiting for you to figure it out, and they're just like, they're turning you on the entire time, because we chose to like go through all of these states of unconsciousness and consciousness, and the stages of Maya, and to really forget, and to reclaim, and to remember, to spiral into a lore, to experience that illusion of separation from God, which manifests these demons and devils to insert into our reality. And that's how they're created, from collective consciousness. And then it's just all this journey of just reclaiming and re-elevating. And there's no harsh ridicule towards you from any celestial being, from any cosmic deity, from any realm, or any of your ancestors. Like, it's all love. Even when you think your parents are ridiculing you, I feel like mostly parents are just kind of trying to help. And if they are seemingly toxic, they probably just need to be healed, because hurt people. I feel like I'm about to sidebar. I am. I absolutely love your outfit. That looks so comfortable and classy.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
I appreciate it. It's very cool.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But yes, I love a good dress. A good dress. She has the hat, the nice matching little clunks. I love me a good clunk. Okay. Yeah, I'm taking Goddess offering. I'll drop my PO box anyway. I feel like I'm gonna get there. Right now I'm cool with having nothing. I've gotten to a state of this. My state of homelessness have really. It's just there is no home. Anyways, I don't even like the term, because like we literally are living on a planet that is alive and breathing, and she's our source of life, and we are connected to her. I'm an extension of her grace, her embodiment. Like, I'm embodiment of that goddess. And so for us to demonize, anyways, it can get kind of like mad though, because concrete and human structure, it teeters away. It doesn't last. I'm just looking at the tarnishing of like the concrete, and like the peeling of the paint, and like the cobblestone falling away, the wood coming off. And it's just like every single thing that's made by man, it tarnishes, it breaks down, it disintegrates. The mother eats everything. You see abandoned buildings, how all those vines, she's eating it. Everything gets eaten again. And it's just like, man, we all go back to the womb. Everything comes out of her. Everything goes back into her. So what is there to fear? What is there to lose? Really, we should be concerned about your soul, because I don't feel like you can lose your soul. I feel like, I don't know, it's a dangerous game. I just feel like, and I don't want to give celebrities too much attention right now, but like, dang, that's a dangerous game. I've seen it. I really seen it from the higher realms. Like the demonic satanic practices. I don't even want to give them too much energy, but like, I feel like there's a certain point you can't even come back from. And like, but I feel like if you have a soul, your soul is intact. You will be deeded away from all of those obstacles, or you'll be put through maybe something small that you can overcome. But man, getting yourself entangled with something super crazy, I'm at like, what was there to begin with? You know what I mean? Healing. It's just all healing. Like, there's nothing, and I've experienced being in this state of consciousness of just like, there's nothing but love, and everything else is just an inversion of that, where love was not present. So our love was, the light wasn't shined on her. It's not that she wasn't there in the room. The room was dark. The light wasn't shined on her. That is so cute. She has the bright pink with the bright orange. I'm gonna stay focused this time. I swear. It's cute. It's a good combination. But yeah, so it's just like my womb, I wasn't getting cysts, because I'm like, I can't get cysts in 2 hours. Like, that's crazy. And like, that's not happening. This is like 30 minutes ago, and I've been feeling the anger. When I go to the bathroom, like when I pee, I feel the pressure of the urine coming out. And ladies, this is the mindfulness. Chick-fil-A. Oh, he went all the way out there to get that Chick-fil-A. But anyways, because it ain't nowhere around here, babe. They got no Chick-fil-A over here. There's no fast food joints. Anyways, but I love it. Like, why not up level? Why not be higher end? Why not raise the standard for yourself? between what you're consuming. Like, but don't get me wrong, like I ain't against sliding through no Wendy's drive-through. I'm not against the 4 for $4. I'm just saying it has its time, you know. But sometimes it's the 4 for $4. Sometimes it's the 4 for $4 in the Toyota. What? Anyways, I'm referencing two different things. Anyways, I don't know. My brain's doing things. I feel like I'm getting a side eye. But anyways, and sometimes it's like that gourmet meal, that 5-star gourmet meal that you previously would have thought was way too much money. But it's like, dang, the culinary's top tier. The flavors are exquisite. The presentation, the energy is there. And that's what I love, man. It has to be a whole experience. That's what people pay for, the experience. I'm about to come back from the sidebar. They pay for the experience, not just the food itself or what you're labeling the food, like lamb chops, like what you're putting in with it is important. People pay you for your energy. Oh my goodness, that's why people are all doing. Everybody's doing crystals, but not everybody's energy is the same, right? Mindful of investments. And then, so yeah, I'm basically back to my point of my womb space. And this is how in tune with our wombs that we need to be. Is like, literally, I felt it when I was like, you know, peeing. And you can feel the pressure come out and it pushes up against like all like the parts. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, she's angry. She's angry. And I can literally feel the heat from her, like emanating off of her. Like, okay, she's extra hot and it hurts a little bit more. It wasn't hurting earlier when I peed. And I'm just like, yeah, she's angry. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know what and I saw all this anger. I really wanted to throw things. Like, I had this drink and I'm like, I want to throw this on the ground because that's not what I wanted. I'm like, you know what, I'll just take the ice water. Let me just take the ice water, be grateful. And I'm just like, we're always just take it and be grateful. And I've been hearing that from people like, oh, you need money, you need this, you need that. And I'm just like, this is just my journey right now. This is my path. And I do energy work, I do spirit work, I do prayer work. I put the intent in and I do all these other things. And it's just like, how many times, I just pictured something. Was that a mango lassi? Is that what it's called? But vegan. I can't stand that yogurt. I don't know who thought fermenting milk was a good idea, but not the move. Anyways, I don't know. Maybe I have to try the right one. I'm just not a yogurt fan. But vegan yogurt exists now, yay. I'm here for it. It's basically coconut milk, coconut cream. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, and it's just like that rage, it's literally stored in our womb. It's like literally betraying the heart, going against the womb, going against the cosmic mother, the inner child, that dominant femme energy. I feel like that's what children are mostly, well, no, I guess they're doing both, because breath in feminine, breath out masc. It's just an ever-flowing thing of both throughout all life forms, right? The Fibonacci flower. Ooh, favoring the Fibonacci flower. And it's just like, man, her expressing that through me, it was instantaneous. And I was just like, I wanted to literally take what I had and throw it. I wanted to like flip shit. And I couldn't. Like, I'm not trying to get arrested. I couldn't do that. It wouldn't. And then I would have to deal with the consequence. That's the thing as adults. That's why I'm so understanding of children throwing tantrums. As adults, we have to deal with the consequence of it. Child, they're not thinking about a consequence. They're in the moment. They're in the energy. They're not emotionally regulating because they're children, right? So why little toddlers throw tantrums. And I think it's interesting that tantrums and tantra, they have like the same TAN, the same first part of the word, etymology. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. But yeah, just allow your womb to communicate with you. At first, it may seem like, oh my gosh, I'm getting cysts, or oh man, my bleeding picked up a little bit, or like, man, I'm suffering. Why am I going through all this pain? I'm screaming, I'm yelling, I'm raging. What is wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. Like, even if you have like endometriosis, really, there's nothing wrong. There's just things that hasn't been transmuted within your bloodline. If it's not within you, within your life that you're living, that you've experienced, that you haven't confronted, it's something that goes further down your lineage to your mother, or maybe even your grandmother. Sometimes it can even be something that skipped bloodlines is coming to you because they know that it's your path to heal it. Then, because you're not overwhelmed, like if your plate is super light, something that's from your great grandmother could come literally not through your mom but through you, because of your mother who went through too much. So like, and it's all like a balance. Like, they were too busy taking care of us. They needed to take care of us to make sure we have a house, to give us a space, a safe space. And I'm grateful to my mom. We do all this work and they give us a safe space so we can literally have the space to chill, chillax, have the amenities that we need, the safety, the comfort, to literally transmute and to tap into deeper energies. And so like something from your great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother can literally skip all those generations just to get to you specifically. And it's also divine. So it's like, we can't run from it. If you run from it, you're not it's not going anywhere running from it. You're literally just, it's an illusion that it's gone. So you're just tucking underneath, and it's going to fester underneath. And now you got cysts, now you got any sort of womb ailment. And man, my heart really does go out to anyone who's been violated sexually, like rape or molestation. It's just like we should be able to say these terms, and it may be triggering, but those triggers are to lead to healing. And it's just like, man, it just messes up the whole flow. It's like, dang, that's my power. And it's just all about the collectively, we're all going through this, the women, to reclaim that power. It's up to us to reclaim that power for our future generations, especially our daughters. And so we can properly know how to, even if you're just a boy mom, to properly know how to guide our sons and to make sure nothing is stripped away from them. Circumcision. We're not going to go into that. I feel like it's a personal choice. Some people agree with it. Some people think there's benefits and some don't. But I just feel like mama doesn't make no mistakes. It literally show you structures of how it retracts, and then it goes over, and it protects from like all of the debris and things of the world, and it lubricates naturally, and it has so many nerve endings that gets removed. I think maybe 4,000 nerve endings get removed. Crazy. So it's like, yeah, it's just like, again, taking the pleasure, taking the thing that's giving them proper functioning, that's going to yield more life, and literally an extension of their ancestral lineage. So it's just like, that's such a huge violation, which is why I feel like our men are going through it within their hearts, because the meridian of the tip of the penis is connected directly to the heart. Same with the womb. It's like the womb is directly connected to the heart. So it's like, we're struggling on so many different fronts, but it's really all about tapping into our own power, really just healing ourselves, getting congruent in the way that we feel aligned to, called to, and then you start attracting those people, attracting those tools, and then it starts to just build up, and it's a ripple effect, a butterfly effect through all of the collective consciousness. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing to see people rise back into that power, reclaiming everything. And yeah, that's the experience with my womb communicating with me. I think, yeah, I'm not gonna even say that, but yeah, it's just so much rage is there, and I'm just like over some soup. But I had my favorite soup. But it's like, yeah, but that's not what you wanted. You didn't speak what you wanted because you didn't think that you were worthy of it. You didn't think that you deserved it simply by asking someone who approached you. And that's the thing I had sidebarred. But literally, this is me, and this is because it's very masculine to just go out and like, no matter what, you keep going until you get it. But for me, when my intuition, I intuitively feel like, no, chill. God got you. You asked for it 5 times. You don't even need to ask 5 times, but like, girl, you asked like 5 times. It has been heard. It was heard the first moment that you thought of it, because you literally are the universe. There's an interconnectedness. It is known what you are needed. Then the universe always provides. So I was like, sit, chill, go enjoy the sunlight, sip on the water. You got water in your bag. Drink your little water. Give some gratitude. Compliment that nice lady over there. Walk, sit under the sunlight. Soak up the sun rays. Go dip in the water a little bit. Go look. You didn't wash your hair, have you yet? Go wash your hair. Rub on massage your feet. Like, just relax, and it literally will be an avenue will be provided to you. It's not always about rushing. And I feel like having to like do is so masculine. Sometimes feminine is like, nah, be patient. That's the huntress, right? When the lioness is hunting for her cubs, or just lioness is hunting in general, she has to be very patient. It's very alluring. That's the woman. It's alluring. It's motion of the ocean. It's soft. It's slow. It takes time for the waves to pick up. You see the waves in the morning versus the waves when the sun is highest in the sky. The tides shift and they change. So it's us as a woman. It's important that we move with those tides, and we trust our flow and our push and our pull. We're literally the ocean and the moon, right? The tide pulls, and every day is different. Like today's Jupiter is ruling today, and I didn't feel like doing my morning Tai Chi. I usually get up with the sun. I go watch the sun. I go do my exercises, my movement. I watch the sunrise while I do my Qigong. I've been consistent with that for like maybe like the past week, maybe like the past at least 4 days straight, right? But today I wasn't feeling it. My body was just really tired, and I was like, I don't feel like it. I just felt like sleeping in, going back to sleep. I did meditate. I did my meditation. Then I did like a little bit of movement. I like a very little bit of movement with my breathing. I did some breath work, but then I went back to sleep immediately before the sun was up, and I was like, I don't feel like even watching the sunrise right now. But I did get to see it rise a little bit, but not to the full extent that I usually do. But yes, sometimes days are just different. We shift. We have so many different modes that we go through. It's just about getting in tune with it, within your body as a woman, within your spirit, and just learning yourself as a woman. And God will guide always. But yes, That's why the divine union of a woman who's tapped in and then a man who's tapped in, they both hone in on those energies, do the work, then clearing themselves for their own lineage, and then combining. And then when they finally unite, it's going to be so magical for them. And it's creating their own Holy Trinity. So yes, so beautiful and powerful. And listen to your womb. The message, if you didn't get it, I'm going to say it. I'm going to hand it to you. Listen to your womb and listen to your heart, and you'll literally feel the pulse, the energy clench. I literally feel the clench in my throat when I don't say what I want to say, or something happens and I don't express it. I have the same clench in my heart when it's something that I really desire, and I'm like, oh, that's why it shouldn't pout when you say no. Like, well, dang, why can't I have ice cream for dessert? Like, because I didn't finish my food, but I'm done, I'm complete. Where's the ice cream? Like, and they throw tantrums over such small things, but I have so much compassion to them because I feel that we have tantrums as adults too, and we somehow don't see it the same way, because they're not emotionally regulated, so it can seem so chaotic, because they're like, it's just so much more chaos that we just don't know how to manage. But some people, I feel like there should be proper training for parenting. Like, there's a proper way to go about handling it and dealing with it. And I feel like I'm going to be delving deeper into that. I feel like God is going to guide me into that divinely, by birthright, somehow, some way, and maybe writing a book, podcast. Who knows? I'm going with the flow. I'm open to all the avenues of expression, enlightenment, and abundance. So, yeah, that's what I'm on. And so listen to your womb. She'll even clench when she's dissatisfied. You really have to really tap into her. And to even really be able to navigate properly through her divine wisdom that she is giving, you have to go through all of the pain. You have to get through you have to clear it out. In order to see the room, you want all of this furniture, but how you want all this nice furniture when your room is dirty and it's not clean? Clean out the room. Get rid of the furniture you don't want, that you don't need, that your body's telling you to get rid of, so you can get the new, clean, nice, lavish furniture that's going to hold the guests, the amount of guests you want. You want all of these things you can see inside the room, but you have to clear it out first so you can actually manifest that. So it's like, okay, it's like the mom's like, okay, clean your room out, get rid of the stuff you don't need, sweep it out, literally take the time to go through the clothes, get rid of stuff that's not serving you, so that way I can give you the furniture. I got the movers ready with the furniture, but I'm not showing you them until you deal with that shit first. Then I can navigate them towards you, give you all the furniture you need, let you choose the color. You get to literally make the blueprint, and we're going to put it in there for you. You don't got to lift the finger. You ain't got to do none of the work. You already did. You cleaned it out. That was the work. All you have to do is clear out your stuff, and we're going to bring in the desired things that you need that's at the highest caliber. And we're going to set it up for you. You got the movement. You can just sit, relax. We're going to have somebody bring you a drink. You can sit back and drink it. Your favorite drink. While we do everything for you, you tell us where you want us to put it. We're going to put exactly where you want it, how you want it. That's how the universe works. This is going to be done effortlessly on your behalf, because you're communicating with the universe. You're communicating and directing and pushing everything out into the field, and it's being reflected upon you. And literally, you just do this shit by simply throwing your shit out, handling your shit, focusing on you, and embodying. And literally, it has no choice but to be reflected with it. It's a holographic reality. And so, yes, all love and light. Stay embodied in your breath and in your bliss. And stay hydrated, y'all, on your fruits. Highly recommend lime water. If you can put the lime in the coconut, shake it all up. That's super great. Drink some fruit juice, something. Yeah. No need to filter yourself. I'm getting into that. But yeah, stay embodied in your breath and bliss. Love y'all much. Stay tuned for all the delicious things I have to offer. And if you want to cash app me, donate for donations for me giving all these beautiful gems, my cash app will be cash sign. It will be put below next to the cash sign. That's my cash app. I need to get Venmo. I will have my Venmo set up because everybody keeps saying Venmo everywhere. So I guess I'll get that one too. I did have it, but then they shut my account down. It was weird. I'm reclaiming that one. I have my PayPal, and I love using Apple Cash. Getting barcodes in the future, we'll get to that one. But if you want to book any sort of my services, my services, I feel like it's just out. This is not even. It's always open for my women. See, I just feel like it's something I'm going through. It's just like, take up space. Something that I'm going through is just like being consciously aware of, like, sometimes we're so used to yielding to our emotions and our thoughts, and we think that it's just random happenings, but you can literally shift your mode. You can literally shift your mode, knock them down like dominoes, and literally embody the feelings that you want to have. Sometimes it can be like a little rough at the beginning, but literally put it in there, put the intention in there into your emotion box, and literally embody that frequency, start putting it out. And it'd be hard sometimes. See, and then implementing the thought and literally going off of that. And it doesn't have to be by chance. Like, you can literally control that, truly. But yes, if you want to book anything, my email, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I don't even use Facebook, but all of those 3 are the same exact Oracle Gems. All my services are pinned to my Instagram profile. You can click the link, go to my YouTube. This will be posted on my YouTube. Look how easy that is. And my email is all the same name. Email me for any of my services at Oracle Gems. Say bye to your birthday list, and I'm out of here.